All right, here we are, and we got a different spin on that conversation that uh, at ClubShayShay with Katt Williams, the conversation that has been heard around the world slash interview. So let's say the three things that we took away from the interview. What was that?
Lies, integrity, truth.
Who did you think told quite a few lies and that Katt felt?
Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, Tiffany Haddish.
And there were more people, but we kind of got to thinking that does Katt like anybody? But he didn't say anything negative about DL Euclid, so well, that was one person. And he even talked about Ludacris.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of felt that that was a loss of integrity there because he did those Fast and Furious movies, had the contracts on that. So next we got well, for the integrity, basically, if you don't have integrity, that's definitely you're not going to be successful, and there's poor leadership skills when you lack integrity, and the things that you don't do in public and you do behind closed doors that's wrong in private makes you also lack integrity, because integrity is something that can't be seen, but regardless of whether you in the light or the dark, you still have to be consistent in your morals.
If you're not consistent in your morals, that also makes you a hypocrite.
Absolutely. So next we'll go to what? The truth. Katt was getting his truth out, and there were people that came out to back him in his truth. And so what did you think about Katt telling his truth?
I think he's very credible. I think that he's very consistent.
He spent a lot of years, documenting his journey, and
He earned it.
yeah, and he had a lot of information, and he was very entertaining. Katt Williams is, I couldn't even believe that was a 3-hour interview. That was amazing. And the best thing about Katt's truth telling, not only for as a truth telling, he's one hell of a storyteller. And
I'd rather listen to Katt Williams than the mainstream media any day of the week.
absolutely. And he also got on ClubShayShay, Shannon Sharp, and said, "Hey, you bring these people on here, and this is kind of bad. You better kind of vet these people, or they better write these lies down, because in the meantime, some of these people, they're not as credible." So now we'll move on to lies. Who did all the lying?
We know that Steve Harvey did the lying, and we know Cedric Entertainment did the lying.
What triggered Katt about Steve Harvey?
The stealing of the jokes and being a hypocrite. Just being an all-around hypocrite.
And he didn't think that Steve was very kind to Bernie Mac, right?
No, he ain't kind to anybody at all. Because he portrays himself as a nice guy in public, but he's an a-hole in private to his workers, to his family.
Wow. Glad we don't have to live with Steve.
No, we don't. Thank God.
Well, like I said, even before we go, we like to give a special shout out to people that stood on their principles and had some really good skills for as based on their integrity, and had a long run in the industry. Well, they were Katt, and it was
Denzel Washington, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, Wendy Williams, Jasmine Wright,
Dave Chappelle. We can't leave out 50 Cent.
We can't leave out 50 Cent, and we can't leave out Eddie Griffin, our own Kansas City's Eddie Griffin.
All right. And the good thing about all these wonderful people, young people, like us, the bottom line is, in my day, which I don't really like to say back in the day, you had to be seen and not heard. And this is a long run for each and every one of these young people, because this works on them mentally to have held all those secrets all those many years. So it was the same in our day also. We could be seen and not heard. And in their day, they had to be seen. And if they were heard, they could actually get their families hurt or even killed. So this really was a place, they were in a place where they had to hold all these secrets, and it interrupted their life for many, many years.
It destroyed their souls for many years. It
Absolutely.
destroyed their souls.
I'm just glad that they can all come out now and feel free to really talk and tell their truth, tell who told lies on them and the people that lacked integrity during that time. But on that note, we're going to give a special shout out to Shannon Sharp, because he had a very good place, and it was a what?
It was a safe place to bring the truth out.
Absolutely. And we're very proud of Shannon, and we hope he go forward in numbers. And he does have excellent content. And Shannon, we will be looking at your show more regularly, because we looked at it over a period of time with the different people that you've had on there. And we will get back with our audience. And once again, we enjoyed that interview. And so did a lot of other people, because the numbers are still increasing. So shout out to Katt Williams, shout out to Shannon Sharp, and shout out to all the young people that has stood on their principle and that has kept all these secrets all these many years. And we know that it did affect their mental health. So on that note, we're going to get out of here. And what do you got a last word?
My last word is this. It is great that you're coming out. It is great to have Katt Williams out every day. So shout out to Katt Williams for being the light for the truth. Shout out to Denzel Washington and Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg. Shout out to those that have integrity and not selling out.
All right. On that note, we need you all out there to stand on your principles, validate yourself. Don't let other people validate you, because the danger of that is you may look around later on in life and all these people are in your book, and now that all this information is coming out, well, it doesn't look good. So remember
to validate yourself. And the only one to rescue is yourself. You can only rescue you. Look in the mirror. You are your own rescue, not those other people out there. Validate yourself.
Okay, on that note, we're out of here.